So I get up this morning, which was about 30 minutes ago, and I noticed it's still raining outside. And I get to looking out in the yard, and I see a big pile of gravel. And I'm thinking, who put all this gravel in my front yard? So I get to looking, I'm like, SOB, look, right underneath the car. I now have a creek. So I get to looking, and it's coming from here. And it's jumped out of the ditch. Something has... Oh, I know what it is. When I was cleaning the ditch, I left some brush and stuff right here. And look at all the sediment and stuff that was washing down. Well, it made a little dam and diverted. So, I got my ditch squared away while it was raining and got all soaking wet. You know what I need? I need some muck boots, is what I need. I've never had a pair, but yet I'm always working in the weather and doing stuff. And I don't know why I've never bought a pair of muck boots. So I had to take this out. It got full of sediment and it totally didn't work the way I wanted it to. So I went ahead and cleared this out, and I'm thinking I'm gonna make this just a straight shot all the way to where the grass is tall and make it about a foot deep, maybe, and go ahead and think about making a ditch, like a real ditch. They make it's not a French drain, I can't remember what it's called, but it's a big rectangular piece of compressed plastic pieces that they use in like football stadiums and baseball stadiums a lot. And instead of using like a French drain that can get clogged up, they just put this compressed 2x6 of plastic in the ground, and the water just goes and follows that little piece of plastic or whatever and channels the water to where they need it. I think that's what I'm going to do. I might have talked about that in an earlier video like a long time ago. I just never did get around to doing it. So I'm going to look back into that, because even though this little ditch here is little, it actually helps a whole lot. And you can still see water coming off of this hillside over here. It's a lot. So with this getting stopped up and all this water not being able to go anywhere, and that little dam that built itself here, it all just compiled and turned into this big swath of water that went directly underneath the car and down the hill. So it was my fault. I'll take the blame for it, because if I would have kept my ditch clean, this probably wouldn't have happened. But look at the power of the water, how it just cleaned that out, man. Let's see what's going on down here. That's a lot of rock. And then it just kind of stopped here, and I guess the water just continued down here into the ditch. The power of water. And I guess Bouncy Dog, I guess he's okay. I still see his little cross. So that's something else I want to do, is put some more dirt on top of him and put some rock on top of him. Like nice rocks, like bigger rocks, you know, and just kind of like those size rocks. I also noticed where the water just kind of pops up out of the ground over here. I think it's due to like maybe crawdads or little moles in the ground making all these little tunnels. Well, the water popped up right here, and it was running right along these rocks and came in here and ravaged all my plants. Everything still looks like it's okay though, but you can see how the cabbage just kind of pushed over, my squash just pushed over. I hope it lives. He seems like he's okay, because I would like to have some squish. Yeah, like that's just barely in the ground. That sucks, man. And then I got that one tomato plant where he needs more support. my peas, yeah, they're done. But you can see there was one thing that I totally didn't think about when I dug this ditch, is when the water comes off of this hill, is all the sediment from the hillside that will load this up. And you can see it added a whole lot to it, and it started getting clogged up. So yeah, a lot of water was built up down here, and this was the point where it was running underneath the trailer. So I built this little dam while it was raining and cleared this out a little bit more and dug a temporary ditch that drains it out that way. It worked, but this taught me that I need to do a lot more work down here and clear a lot of this out, because this right here is what's killing me, is how soft the ground has always been on this far corner. This is where the trailer's sinking back into the ground again. Even though they fixed it once, it's sinking again. And I can definitely tell it on the inside. So I hate to do it, but I might skip working on the kitchen anymore until I can fix the floor sections back here and go ahead and pour some new concrete footers way deep into the ground. That way it gives us a steady base to sit on, and I can get it level back here again. Yeah, and don't pay no attention to that insulation. It's going to get yanked down and thrown out. I'm never putting fiberglass insulation underneath anything again, because just from all the moisture from the ground getting absorbed into it, it just makes it so heavy and it falls down. It won't stay up for nothing. So yeah, bubble wrap for me. But although this sucks, I mean, it don't suck all the way. It taught me a lot. It taught me I need to do a lot more work. But at least my little ditch is keeping it drained for the most part, which makes me happy. But if you look underneath the trailer, a lot of it's dry. So yeah, I'm making progress. It's still okay, but you can see where the water is filling up right here next to them block. A lot more work. A lot more work. And then this is where the water was blowing out next to the septic. Uncovered that, rushing down the hill, going to the strawberries. And then it just kind of wide off. Some went this way, some went this way. And it took out the corn, which I'm not butthurt over that. I'll still stand it up. Some of it might survive. But yeah, I didn't wash all this out down here. Goodness. Yeah, I'm gonna need a lot of dirt to get this squared away. So anyways, thought I'd give you guys a little sample of what's been going on. I need to finish cleaning out my burn pit. I need to burn it 4 or 5 more times. And tomatoes and everything look okay. I see a lot more tomatoes. I'm so glad these things are still standing. I was really thinking last night was going to do them in. But I've got a couple corn over there that's laid down. I don't think all my new seeds washed out. I think they're all still here. I planted the giant sunflower right here. And this is some dragon tongue beans. Just wanted to see if they would grow. But anyways, folks, that's it. A little update after the storm. We got more rain coming this afternoon. Got more rain coming tomorrow. So we'll see how it does. Anyways, I appreciate you all. Thanks for subscribing and just being awesome. See you guys later.